Hello Facebook, my Friday afternoon self-care chats. Got a ton of these up on my Facebook page. Check out the archive. Today's topic is something that is really dear to my heart. It's about the value in having deep conversations. So why don't we have a lot of deep conversations? I think one of the reasons is that we might subconsciously avoid them just because it feels kind of light and easy to stay on the surface. We have a fear of what's down below, talking deeply with people. It makes us afraid. Second, we're busy. We're always going from thing to thing to thing. And as a result, our life gets filled with small talk, little quick conversations about the weather and what's going on, but never really getting below the surface. Can you relate to this? Have you felt this way? Please leave a comment if so. So I was inspired by a recent Chinese medicine course I did down in Oakland, where I had these amazing conversations outside of the classroom with some of my classmates, with a cousin and a friend who lived down in Oakland, and it just totally reminded me of how amazing that feels, just that sense of connection. And it really made me reflect on the topic. And when I looked into it a bit, I was reading a little bit from Brene Brown. You might know her. She's a vulnerability researcher. And she brought up the fact that it takes courage to really share yourself, be vulnerable. And it also takes compassion to be really present and to be listening to somebody at that deep level, really empathize with them. So if you add up courage and compassion, you get connection. And this is something that your body and your mind crave. This is something that makes you feel alive, reminds you of what actually matters in life. You know, as I delve further, I discovered there's actually research that's been done that shows in the field of psychology, they had a test with a bunch of college students, had these audio recorders equipped on them, and they kind of recorded kind of conversation diaries throughout a period of time. And what they found was a strong correlation between the percentage of conversations that were deep and meaningful and their level of happiness and satisfaction. And this didn't matter if you were an introvert or an extrovert. You're a human being. And as a human, you have a drive to create and find meaning in your life. And you're a social creature, so you crave that connection. Small talk doesn't really do that. So my recommendation for you today, it's not always easy to find these deep, meaningful conversations. So do what you can to put yourself in those situations. Find your tribe where you can connect and talk about deep things. Find people that you vibe with in this way. You know, it could be scary, you feel like you're too busy. Let that stuff go. Have a deep conversation. See how it feels to you on the inside, in your heart. So that's what I got to share with you today. Thanks so much for watching. Please come again and do these every week. Visit my webpage, johnmermin.com. Download my free report. A lot of great self-care tips there. And I hope to see you next time. If you're interested in working with me, and I'm a therapist, as I mentioned, it's an Asian bodywork based on Chinese medicine. Work up and down the meridians, do points, but we don't use needles. Totally powerful, amazing modality. People who are into this kind of deep work, getting more meaning out of life, want to feel like their true self again, really get a lot out of amma therapy. It really unclogs the kind of pipes, gets your chi and energy flowing again. Highly recommend it. So please contact me if you're interested, and I will see you next time. Have an amazing weekend.